What's going
How's
on,
it
guys?
going?
Hey,
We're
Uh,
back. We're back. We're here.
what is this? Episode 5?
Episode 5.
Episode 5 of the LayZ-Cast. That is the name from now on, by the way.
is it
Yep.
though?
It is.
Yes.
I
Deal
can
with
agree.
it.
I just
And
I
we'll
can
do
agree.
introductions. Y'all already know me, but I am Daniel, aka Ghostface,
Hello.
co-leader and co-founder of the Lazy Boys.
Trying to do switching here, but it's not going to look too well. Oh, well. Anyway, all right, Jory, go ahead.
Well, obviously. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Jory. Known as My Zombie. Music man over here. What's up? Hello.
Music
Goodbye, next.
man. All right, I'm Simba, a.k.a. Skillet Freak. Whatever you can call me. I say it all the time. I don't really care. Call me James, too. And we got Bob back over here.
Hi, I'm Bob,
That way.
also known as Bob-nonymous1. I am a member of the Lazy Boys and also a streamer on Twitch.
Great introduction. I'm
Better
fucking
than
with
mine.
And our very
Alright.
special
Alright.
guest down here at the bottom.
it. No, you're
Hey
pointing at
guys,
me
my
on
name
my
is
screen.
Roland. Or somewhere
We
around
do
here. All
this
these things are
every
mixed up
time.
regardless.
He's right
so.
here.
Well, my name is Roland. I go by Thirsty Fishy on most games, but you can call me Fishy. Yeah, I play COD, I play a little bit of League, that kind of fun stuff. But yeah, so it's gonna be a heck of a stream.
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah.
Always.
And I'd like
is.
to welcome all of you watching. Enjoy.
Yes. To our loyal and dedicated fans that can stand with us for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Stand with our
Through our
shenanigans for an hour and a half. Exactly.
Shenanigans.
Oh,
Shenanigans.
shenanigans. All right, so
who wants to top this sucker off?
are we just popping open tabs now and just start drinking, or what? What's
Aw.
that?
I don't have anything to drink.
I don't have.
I
it.
don't drink.
I have a freaking game fuel in the fridge, but that's a long walk.
It's like 10 steps behind you.
I know it's literally right behind that door, but that's still a
I-
long walk.
Oh my god, you lazy motherfucker. Anyway,
That's why you
Lazy
gotta get
Boys.
one of these.
a mini fridge. Yeah, I got one right next
Yeah,
to
hell
me.
yeah.
Yes,
Okay, for some
do
reason I
need
thought you were
one.
gonna point towards the kid, and I was like, "Aw."
That is good though. That is good.
I mean, that works.
Maybe.
Kid, go
Hell,
get me
you
a
can get
drink.
a dog, throw some saddlebags, some ice, and a couple beers on that. Hell yeah.
Use a dog with some
I don't know. See, I don't know if my dog would work well in a tuxedo though. Put him in a little suit, put a little servant tray on his back. I don't think it'd work too well.
I wouldn't trust him. You would
Right?
probably put a
Alright.
bow tie on him. Never trust a man in a bow tie.
Why never trust a man in a bow tie?
Because he's probably there to assassinate you, dude. Especially if
Fair
he's
point.
drinking
I
martinis.
mean, have you seen Hitman?
Oh man, I just
And Bond, James Bond,
shake it.
Who,
off
by
the way,
straight.
passed away
Oh,
I
not-
know, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
He passed
so
away
sad.
Yeah, I
about
made
it.
myself sad.
Sean Connery.
Man, a
Oh,
fucking legend.
Alex Trebek passed
Right.
away today.
Oh yeah, he passed away
Oh,
at
he
the
was-
age of 80.
Yeah, he was fighting a long battle with
Stage
cancer, though.
5 pancreatic cancer.
Yeah.
No more pain for him though. I hope. Well, there will be no more pain for him. So at least there's that. Rest easy, guys.
He was the Wheel of Fortune guy, right?
No, Jeopardy.
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 Or
Yeah.
Jeopardy. Okay.
Pat
Yep.
Sajak is Wheel of Fortune.
He was with them
Oh.
for like what, 15 years or something or more?
Since
Oh,
inception.
he's been
Yeah,
with
I
them
mean,
for
he's the
I don't even know how
original,
old
isn't he?
Jeopardy. Yeah,
25,
is.
30 years.
Yeah, he is
yeah,
the
a
original.
long
least.
time.
I can
Yeah.
hold
Anyway.
on.
Yep. Bust out the El Goog. Check that out.
Yeah, Jujulet.
Jujulet? I like that. I like El Goog though. This is a show that used to be on called
30
Footman.
years.
Holy crap, man.
Jujulet comes from Big Mouth, the show on Netflix. That's what
Never
the
seen it.
Okay.
that's what the woman
I forgot about me myself.
hormone monster calls it.
Bob, you'd probably like it, to
Hey,
be
what's
honest.
up, Exy? No, So anyway, so we just start off talking about the new PS4 and PlayStation or PS4.
You mean the new
PS5
PS5?
and
You mean the Wi-Fi router of the mini fridge?
Yeah, the Wi-Fi router, the mini fridge. Should we start talking about that stuff?
Yeah.
we can.
Go with it, man.
Uh,
Number one, first thing. Who's up for Xbox out of the two? Raise your
I've
hand.
always
If
been
I
an
was
Xbox.
going to pick out of the two, it would be Xbox.
Okay, so
Hands down.
there's no PlayStations.
I've never.
Cool.
I mean, my first
Oh.
console I ever owned was a PlayStation. It's actually my very first console I ever bought was a PS2, and I paid my own money out of pocket for that thing. And then I slowly went over to Xbox because, well, Halo. Halo existed.
I'm not showing my age on this one. Not
Yeah,
showing
you-
it.
What, Dreamcast?
How the fuck old were you, dude? My first console I ever bought was a refurbished Super Nintendo.
Okay, to be
My-
fair, though,
Not showing my age on this one.
to be fair though, too, I played a lot of N64. I played a lot of PlayStation 1 when I was younger too, just because I never had one of my own. I always played my
My
friends.
first console.
My was a Commodore
Was-
64.
NES.
Sorry.
I had
know-
an
What
Atari
Jesus
too.
said.
I had both Ataris too.
Mine was
Which one? Which
Was it
ones?
the-
There was
the-
like
the-
3 of them.
There was a
Weren't
20.
there?
Was it the 2600 and the 5200 or whatever the heck they were or whatever?
Yeah, I had the 2600, and then
So they had the one that had
I
like the
got-
wood grain, and then the other one.
Yeah, I had the one with the wood grain, and I got the NES for like
Mhm.
my 4th birthday, and it came with Duck Hunt and Super
Oh,
Mario.
God, the
Duck
gun! Pop, pop, pop! Oh, I love that. I always cheated, walked up to the TV.
I was cheated to walk to the TV. Hang on a second,
Heck
guys.
no, dude. Time.
I
Now, you
will
wanna
be
get
right
gun
back.
com.
I gotta go
Yeah.
get the door real quick. My roommate needs to let me open the door for me. I guess his hands full, so I'll be right back, guys.
You got it,
Okay.
brother. No, dude, the best gun com game. I mean, Duck Hunt was cool. It was like the first. I think it was first. Time Crisis 2, the old arcade
Oh, on
game.
the yeah.
Yeah,
They
But
made
you
one
could
for
play it
the
on
they made one for the
PS2.
Sega too.
Yeah,
I went to
I
Dave
think
and
it was Time
Buster's
Crisis 1.
not too long ago. They still have, I think, 3 Time
The one where you
Crisis
stomp
3.
on the pedal, stomp on the metal grate on the bottom of the crouch. And
Yeah.
stuff. Oh yeah, the blowback and everything. Oh my god.
I went to Dave and Buster's to play one game and one game only. It was my bachelor party. Simba was with me. We went there just to play the Halo game.
It wasn't great.
I liked it. They actually, I found out here like 2 weeks ago that there's one within 30 minutes of me and Rala at the fucking skate park.
Yeah.
Or at the bowling alley, skate park,
Ooh.
bowling. I don't know, something like that.
If it's a skate park, I'll go. I wouldn't mind breaking an ankle.
Yeah, they do
I
laser, they do
would.
laser tag and all kinds of stuff there. They
Mine
have a
will break
mechanical pool.
really easily nowadays.
Oh shit, lazy day. We need to have a fucking lazy day, dude. Laser tag, lazy laser tag. Get some bowling in and shit. Hell yeah, dude, that'd be fun.
Yeah, that'd be
a
awesome.
blast.
I'd be down.
Yeah, that'd be a blast. Ideas.
The podcast.
I already
Yeah,
got,
the
already
whole
got
thing.
notes going.
Um,
So yeah, let's talk. What do you guys feel
Well-
would be the advantage of the Xbox over the PS5?
well, graphics
Smart-
alone is gonna fucking destroy PlayStation.
And the smart delivery system. Like I'm really that's cool how they're going. Like all generations will work on it. Like fully backwards compatible, so I can run Halo CE from the Xbox One in 60 frames or higher.
Really?
Yeah,
pretty cool.
that's something that is going to be great with the new Xbox. They're not going to limit console players to 60 frames per second anymore. With the new AMD graphics cards that's going to be in them, it's they're going to get as many frames as we do on
Oh yeah, and
PC.
it needs to be
Right.
the way I think, just because the fact that it's limiting people to only 60 FPS is kind of crap, or even
Yeah,
30.
but-
I mean, well, the Xbox One.
Nerf
could-
aim assist, okay?
I'll agree with that one.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that one. But like,
Yeah, that's
you know,
one of the hardest
this
things I've had to
the
transition.
Xbox One was very capable of probably doing more than 60 FPS.
The Xbox One can run at 144 frames per second, but no game supports it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
One
That's
X
what-
anyway.
It's
The
all,
One
it's
X
all
can do
limited.
it.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, that was
wasn't
what
wasn't
the
that part
Project
of their selling
Scorpio
point?
that they were working on for a
Yeah,
while with
that
the
was
One
the-
X.
But they had huge issues with it.
Because I thought that
See,
one of
like
their
my One
selling
X
points-
says it right now. It can run that. There's just no game that supports it. So it's like, why make a console that can do that and release that as information to the world? Like, oh yeah, we can do this, but then never support it.
Yeah,
I don't know,
The
man.
developers.
and that's going to be on the developer's side. That you
Yeah,
can't
Yeah, that's all game developer shit, which is what's kind of
And
sucks in the end of it all.
that I think both consoles are going to push game developers to do better.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they're gonna have to work on putting out more frames per second with their games.
I mean,
For instance, with Final Fantasy VII, there are a lot of people that have raged about the fact that it's such a beautiful game, but even on the PS4 Pro, it lags so much because
they're limiting it too much, probably.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
which
like
is
it's like playing the 4-disc for because I got the 4-disc for PS2, and I have the remaster on Xbox. And yes, it's good, but there's like frame rate issues in certain parts throughout the city that I've noticed that.
Oh no, I'm talking on the brand new one that just came out. I'm talking it looks like you're watching a freaking anime.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I might have to look into that then. I like Final
Uh,
Fantasy.
It's a PlayStation exclusive as of now.
Bullshit.
Yeah, it's supposed to come to Xbox. I think later next year, right? Like mid to late
Well,
next year.
Bring
I
it
think
to
is what they were-
PC. That's all I want.
it's kind of like fucking Kingdom Hearts. I mean, Kingdom Hearts was a PlayStation exclusive for a long time, and now they
Well,
released them
the
all on
first two
Xbox.
were, yeah, but
Well, that's what I'm
3
saying.
came out
Well,
for both
There
platforms.
are more than just the two though. Too, there's all those as indie games, the middle ones that they made. There's one because I've got them all downloaded because they're all on Game Pass. But like they're there's like a card one where you gotta like use cards.
Yeah,
and attack and
that's
stuff.
Chain of Memories. That one sucked.
Yeah.
I could tell you everything about all
Kingdom
of
Hearts.
the Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
I
Fair.
love the series.
I
I've
I
never
had
I'm
played
a
it.
Disney fan. I'm a Final Fantasy fan, and
Yeah.
putting them two together was a great idea. And
and
the fact
for
that they
me-
made me wait 15 years for the third one.
Tell us about how salty are you right
Your
now
camera's
about
a
that?
little blurry, Bob. At least on my end.
What?
Your camera's a little blurry on my end.
Oh,
Yeah, just give it a second. I will say this much though: the exclusives might be something we should probably talk about, since that's gonna be a big driver for a lot of
Oh, yeah,
fans.
and
Yeah,
that's
that-
what
Free to
that's the
play
new
Halo.
console war.
Halo Infinite's multiplayer will be free to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like that right there should win the console war.
Oh, yeah.
Your biggest first party exclusive game, and you're gonna release to the world for free. For
At least-
PC and
Xbox will
multiplayer.
have Elder Scrolls 6 before everyone else.
Yes,
Well,
because
yeah,
of the
'cause-
Bethesda deal.
Yeah, they bought
I
them
think they've
out.
announced that it's gonna.
Say that
I think
again.
they announced it's even gonna be exclusive. I think the new Elder
Yep.
Scrolls and the new Fallout game, one of them is gonna be exclusive, like a console exclusive.
I think
Exactly.
I think they were talking the new Fallout will be console exclusive, but I think they would be shooting themselves in the foot making it exclusive on either game, because they both on both platforms they have such a big following.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
Some of the
too,
and that brings it back to the
No,
argument that I
okay.
had back when they announced that whole deal was like,
let me ask something real quick.
go ahead.
No, when you say console exclusive, like, what does that also mean for PC as well, or is that just for Xbox?
Well, yeah, if I'm guessing if you have the Xbox Game Pass, they would
'Cause-
allow you to still play.
that's been another big driving factor of like any of the Elder Scrolls games or any of the Fallout games was for the PC community was the modding community. Because I mean, you look at some of those older games, like even Skyrim, people are still making mods to this day, and that game's every bit of 9 years old.
Yeah, and
yeah, dude.
You know,
It's-
it's crazy that people
Well,
are still.
in
yeah.
Vegas too, man. That's
Oh,
still
the
a
the
that's
best
true,
part
too.
about it is the fact that the mods that they come out with, they're like extended. They've made mods to where it extends the
the
original game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Like
They have a lot of story expansions and stuff and mods.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's
and-
that's cool as hell. The fact that they, these modders take the time out of their day to make a free thing to add
Hell,
on to the
there's
game.
one you can there's one you can even download on the Xbox. My wife has it that unlocks a whole new vault, and it has a whole storyline about the new vault.
Yeah,
yeah, there's that's one great thing they did with the one is they well, I think they may have done it with the PS4 as well, but they
Yeah, they did.
allowed modding on console. I
Yeah.
mean,
yeah, that was huge.
it's never going to be as good as PC. But
Not on the current gen, but maybe next gen.
Oh, next
True.
gen's gonna be great, dude. The
Because we're
DayZ
getting
community is gonna
closer
be
and closer to
amazing.
where they're starting to blur those lines between PC and console.
Yeah.
With like how,
To where
Yeah,
the
where
only
they can do
difference,
so much
if
with
I-
software now.
if there's a certain thing in a mod pack that I don't like, I can go in and I can delete that. You
Yeah,
can't
on
do that
console, you
on
won't be able to do
console.
it.
You can't
Yeah.
get into those files, and
there's only one
that's
game.
gonna
Well-
always be.
well,
Good.
You could, if you have the
Yeah,
right
DayZ
software
you
for it
can.
on PC and the right knowledge on how to do it. But I mean, the average player doesn't, can't just go in and be like, oh, well, I don't want this in this mod pack and just delete it. I get what you're saying, but
See, no, that's where I gotta step in here. I can do that on DayZ on Xbox. I can go into the program files and tweak the files, add spawns, spawn rates, and shit. With the
Okay.
what is it? The Nitrado server systems or whatever. Yeah, you do it with Arc. They have a whole like decent sized list of games that you can get servers, and you can on console go in and actually play with files. It's really cool. It's very dummied down. They teach you how to do it and shit, like basic coding. Essential basic coding. It's really cool. So, and that I think that just came out a couple years ago on this. So
Yeah.
it'd be interesting to see the next gen console do that.
yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
I've never really been big into modding because I've always been a console player ever since I was a little kid. I've always wanted a PC, and I finally got one now, and I love it. But I've never really dwelled into that side of gaming stuff. Is getting into the mod stuff and the other aspects of it. But I mean, I have fun with it either way, nonetheless. I mean, I remember back when they brought the mods to the Skyrim edition on Xbox, and I was like, awesome. I can go look through
Yeah,
all the mods and
Blackthorn.
download. Yeah. And I
Right.
did. I downloaded a few mods, and there's only bad thing about the mods though is some of them do break the game. If you're
Well,
not
yeah.
careful. I mean, if you download too many different mods and they can break the game, then you got to go through and find the mod that's breaking the game. And,
Yeah, which it doesn't on PC though too.
I know, but
Maybe
I
not
mean,
as easily, but it does.
yeah. I mean, you could put a
That
pretty
can be
robust
all
PC.
load order. Yeah,
Yeah.
that can all be dependent on your load order, the load
Yeah.
amount, and shit. It's
Exactly. And, it all depends on what you're doing, and I know, but
yeah.
but like so as far as the new consoles go, like I'm pretty excited about it. Like I don't know if I'll buy a new Xbox or off the bat yet. I might eventually, but right now
I'm gonna
it's
try
on
to
the
get one in 2 days. They go back on
Yeah,
sale.
me too.
cards.
I'm
What
gonna
a
spend John my
two-day-
credit card.
Fishy.
Hey Brian, no, I said
Fishy's-
I've also been I've been more on PC gaming than I have anywhere else, and the fact that when we talked about this a few weeks ago, I know, but it's a lot of the games are going to crossplay, and that's such a nice thing.
Yes, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
able to play with everyone forever.
Exactly, and
Oh yeah.
like like you said a little while ago, Danny, about the new Halo coming up free. That's gonna be free on PC as well, as long as as long as you got the Game Pass. And I'm like,
Only one
No,
problem right now,
The
though.
multiplayer is free for everybody. Like it's
I
not
want the
a Game
the
Pass thing,
campaign
it's
more than
just-
anything. Like I
Oh, well,
love
the
the
campaign you gotta
storyline.
pay for, but the multiplayer is free to everybody.
And
Only
that's
one
fine.
problem right now with Halo Infinite. It has been delayed.
Well, yeah,
Well, yeah,
It's
we don't
not
have-
coming out on launch. So
yeah.
And-
We don't know if it's coming out beginning of the year or the end of the year. They might push it till November of next
They-
year. So
I looked on
be
Google
8 years
just a
to a
couple
deal.
days ago, and they said holiday 2020 is what they're projecting it to be apparently. So it still might come out this year, but
no, they announced a while back. It got delayed till next year.
oh,
Yeah.
it's been okay.
yeah,
well,
before
it
3
was
days.
A lot of
2021.
AAAs are gonna-
They said
Yeah.
spring
well.
2021,
ugh,
but
I gotta wait longer.
Yeah. A lot of
But-
AAAs are getting held back till.
But I know-
holidays.
Yeah,
I
mean,
know-
Cyberpunk just got delayed until December again.
Oh, really?
yeah, and
Halo multiplayer is
and they've been
last.
pushing that game hard lately too. Like I've been
Mhm.
seeing commercials for it everywhere.
Real quick, I want to address it here. Tim just come in my chat. Is like, hopefully the Halo multiplayer isn't like the last Halo. You couldn't do split screen like you used to, and that is being changed.
Yeah,
they,
split
they're
screen is
bringing
there.
split screen back because they realized how pissed off the community was that I was taken out.
Oh, like
And-
guest slotting.
yeah. Well, no, yeah, to where like you can't do split screen on one console.
Halo
with
5,
Halo
on Halo
5.
5, man, you only one person per console, so you have to have multiple consoles in order to
Okay.
play
And see,
even locally.
And that's one thing that pissed me off too, because like when Halo was created, the first one, that game was based on just multiplayer in a sense. You know, like you could bring
Four
four
players,
Xboxes.
4 players, split screen, CTF, Blood Gulch.
You could bring 4 consoles to somebody's house, have 16 players on
Like,
in one
bracket
household,
tourney, man.
and dude, you could just have some fun. And I've done that too when I
You
was
too.
younger. Used to
I
have
I
LAN
used to
parties.
do that also with Gears of War.
Yeah, I mean, I used to have LAN parties, all the time, and it was a blast. I had 5 TVs in my parents' house, one in the
Look at those
kitchen,
big old
or no,
fucking CRT
one in the dining
or
room, 2 in the living room, or 2 or
around.
3 in the living room, and then mine. I'm back in my room, which is across the house. So I've got Ethernet cables running all throughout the house.
Yeah,
I had it all
I've been
strung
there.
out.
I've done it.
Yeah, that's true. You couldn't, but
I used to, or I miss those days somewhat, having a big
Oh,
LAN
dude.
party.
I know
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
dude.
sure.
But I'm 32, and
we're getting older, and it's just not becoming. It's
Yeah,
becoming less
But hey,
likely.
We had
That's-
internet.
getting
Age
LAN
has
parties.
no factor
getting
in that
friends,
anymore, okay?
it's life in general that gets in the way.
Yeah.
Getting people together for a big LAN party nowadays would be so fucking difficult.
Oh yeah.
So what I'm hearing is next week we're all going to Bob's to play Halo CE.
Yep.
I mean, I don't
Fishy,
have it.
Can you come up from Springfield there, bud?
I have 2
just a
OG
little
Xboxes.
ways.
we can
And
do.
about
Dude,
We
5
can
cubes.
do a big fucking thing. Like COD.
Call
or
of Duty.
something.
Yeah,
I mean,
we can do.
I
Yeah,
got
we'll
it
just all
downloaded
get in
on
a
my
little
phone
room
this
with
week.
you,
Friday Cold War comes out.
Yeah.
Yep.
right? Oh, that would be nice. So all get together and do like a 24-hour stream for release.
Fucking charity.
Real quick.
Hey,
Bob, this is
I-
directed at you. Tim comes in the chat. Bob, you're old. LOL, JK.
shut up.
Okay. He's old. Dude, I'm 30. That
I know,
makes
but
me
Bob's
feel
older
kind of
than Bob's
old.
older than us, though. Just let him
I don't
have
care.
it. Let
You're
him
young.
be the
Shut
oldest
up,
one
you're young.
here.
All right, Tim. All right. You're gonna be like what, 29 on Tuesday? Shut up.
Hey, you're getting it, bro, dude. 30 sucks, dude. It's all downhill from 30, man.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nah, dude. I feel good at 30, man. I
And
realized,
Fishy's
dude, I was
Just
playing Halo.
begun, dude.
Fish is over here
Listen,
smiling
I'm-
because he's the youngest motherfucker here.
Oh, shit.
Man, I was
He's
playing
like, "You
Halo 3
old
the other
fuck."
day, and I was shitting on kids. Man, I felt good.
Brian
Man,
comes
my
in chat.
reflexes are still there.
Brian comes in chat. Bob,
mine-
big old, Skillet, big young. I'm what, like 4 years younger than you? Whoa, man, not on stream.
Brian, you little shit.
Little shit.
You're grounded.
Oh,
Ooh.
Give me your cell phone.
Yeah.
Give me your cell phone.
There's a joke between me and Brian. For the longest time, he would. Well, he still sometimes does it. He'll call me father or dad, and it's because for the longest time he pushed for it and pushed for it and pushed for it. He's like, "I'm gonna. You're now my dad." I was like, "What?" Not again.
Not again.
Not again.
It's
Oh,
grounded.
grounded. Okay.
Yeah, the G word is
I was
grounded.
like, what do you mean by G word? I was going to ask on chat, but it's going to type it in chat. Oh, no, it puts a crying emoji. I'm
Then
big
be good.
sad. Then be good. Real quick, I want to give a quick shout out. We got merch. We got some Lazy Boys
Got
merch here. Find it in the Discord. Yeah, right there, too. Bob's
Yep,
rocking it.
store is available.
There are,
We
what,
have hoodie and t-shirts.
and coffee
Don't forget
mugs.
Actually,
to
what the
join
two of
the
you guys
Lazy
are
Boys
wearing, isn't it?
Discord.
Yeah. Jump into the Discord. You'll
That's my Discord. link, Bob.
obviously no one.
Oh shit!
Oh,
There's
They
there's
join the Discord and you can interact with us all day, every day.
all day, every day.
I don't know if I would be doing that one or not because I mean we're kind of assholes. but, you
Don't
know.
invite them.
Yeah, don't invite
Deviant
them.
to interact with us all the time. Come on.
Dude, I get bored at work. I need people to talk to, okay?
Yeah, I'm at
You
the
got
whole other side
Jordy.
of the building. No, I'm at the whole other
Jordan,
side of
he's
the
on the
Oh.
other
building.
end of the building.
Dude, I'm in a
Dude,
corner of.
dude,
I call it. It's a corner of
walkie-talkies.
isolation, dude. I can't. Dude, I have ear pro on, dude.
Dude, we
I
need to
wear
get old school
earplugs.
Nextels. Chirp, chirp.
Dude.
Wow,
no,
Timmy.
Bayophang, dude.
I actually had Boost Mobile, and they worked
Oh,
with
shit,
Nextel,
Yeah.
yeah, cool.
and my dad would get so pissed because he'd be across the job site from me, and I'd be like, "Hey, where are we going for dinner or for lunch?" He's like, "Get off your phone." Also, I don't know. And the
I
thing
remember.
is,
I remember when Nextel came out with the freaking walkie-talkie phone shit, dude. That was
Fuck
so
yeah.
cool.
My
The
dad
big
had one
yellow
for his
ones?
job. He was a dump truck driver. Like he actually built a lot of roads here in Missouri and highways and stuff. And he used to always have his. I played with it. Got in trouble a lot with it. Chirping his boss at like 1 a.m.
See, I've got the old timey two-way radio, and that's called CB in my truck. So
Yeah.
I want to
Yeah.
put one in my car. I just don't know where I put the antenna.
he came up to our place, and we have low-hanging freaking power lines. He takes me to the store. He drives up to the store.
So
I'm
real
worried
quick,
the
hang
whole
on.
time we're gonna get
Hang on.
freaking electrocuted.
Let me tell you, I've got
Boom.
it's a 102-inch whip antenna is what it's called. Some of you younger people
Holy
may
fuck,
not know.
dude.
It's a
it's like
tall
10 foot.
motherfucker.
Is it military grade? Shit.
No,
Listen, when we worked at Atro, man, we always talked about putting a dildo on it so it
I
smacked
swear
his
to God,
windshield when he went down the road.
if you guys ever did that, I would kick all your asses. So.
Oh, yeah,
But
dude.
no, it's a 102-inch whip antenna on top of my truck, and I only hit trees. I didn't hit any power lines, Bob. I don't think I did I?
Yeah.
You hit the overpass too.
No, I actually
Well,
don't hit
Mr.
overpasses.
Grounded.
I don't know.
Mr.
I don't.
Grounded by your tires.
We have gotten off topic, boys.
Yes.
Yeah, like a
Oh
long
god,
time
we
ago.
always do, dude. That's like the story of our lives.
Which one's next? The AMD
Yeah,
or
Among Us.
You want to talk about Among Us? Because Among Us is supposed to be coming to
Yes.
consoles.
Well, it's a
Yeah.
decent transition. I mean, it's pretty neat that they're gonna make it a non-exclusive now. They're gonna make it to where you can play it on anything.
Yeah.
Basically.
And
I didn't realize that there was only 3 people on that development team. Like that's
Yeah.
Really?
huge to only have 3. Yeah, that's what the article. I was reading the article before we went live, and it says it was a development team with 3 people.
Yeah.
So for them to port it to consoles, like that is huge.
Yeah, for sure.
And I'm sure they've hired on more people by now.
oh, I'm
of some
sure.
kind.
They've
Yeah.
Maybe
probably
not for
made
development, but
a shit ton of money from
In just the
having
past,
the three of them.
6-7 months.
Yeah.
'Cause I mean, the
yeah.
game's been out
Yeah,
since
so that game's been
2018.
huge.
Yeah,
so
and
they
it's
became huge the
blown
last few
up.
months.
But I think it's a good idea the fact they're bringing it to console because I mean, for people like Juniper, it brings instead of her having to use her phone all the day and time, she can use her PlayStation
Well, she'll.
or is it Xbox?
That's
she has?
one thing. Back to the PlayStation and Xbox talk, real quick.
Okay.
That's one thing I hope they bring out when it comes to the new consoles. A freaking Discord app.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
God,
that'd
yes.
be so nice.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because
Instead
Cool.
of that third-party app called Quarrel that crashes a lot of times
Yeah,
and has
that
issues, I would
third-party
love
app
to have
is
Discord
shit.
integrated right into my console.
Yeah, I got rid
yeah,
of that.
they just need to do it.
Oh, yeah.
It would.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But see, and
not
it's like
something that's
here's
hard to
I
do.
don't know if they will though,
No, it's
because
not.
think about this though too, because the PlayStation and Xbox already have their built-in audio programs.
But no,
as is.
here's the thing with it though is that the Xbox runs on Windows 10. So if Discord would just make a Windows client that would work for your PC, it could work on the Xbox too. It's literally the same store,
Fair.
all the same apps are there. So they just
Fair.
have to actually make a dedicated Windows 10 app.
Yeah.
Which, yeah, that would work for Xbox, but
Well, I don't care about PlayStation.
I do. Because there's people
Well,
that
Yeah, there's quite a few people that are on PlayStation that we still play with. Like I know Kane,
Juniper, Kane,
Jane. So yeah, so I mean, for it coming to console, I do agree there needs to be a better app, or at least bring Discord to consoles. I don't know if they ever will because, like I said, they've already got their dedicated talk systems as it is.
What if
and I
what
get
if
that.
they do away with Xbox chat and like PlayStation chat and Discord just gets integrated and that is the only
That
I mean,
voice
that
chat.
would be awesome. I mean,
That
just
would be
making
cool.
Discord like the center hub. I mean, Discord already
Yeah.
by itself is an amazing program.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember back when I got first introduced to Discord, back when I first got my first PC I actually bought myself, and like my buddy Michael's like, dude, have you checked out? Have you ever seen Discord before? I'm like, I've never seen Discord. Like, download it. I went and downloaded it and playing with it for a little while. I'm like, this is actually pretty chill. You can just it's a lot like TeamSpeak but free.
Yeah.
Well, heck, we run this amazing podcast through Discord.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Yeah.
he's not wrong. I mean, we do.
I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I think it does better than Zoom.
oh yeah.
Yeah, by like
Oh, for sure.
tenfold,
Yeah,
man.
dude, Zoom was horrible.
I mean,
I've tried it one time for an
that's-
important meeting and it kept crashing.
That's one of my
Yeah.
favorite things about Discord too is you could turn everybody up and down individually instead of just as a
Yeah.
whole. Because you get
Yep.
those parties on Xbox going. You got that one kid that's really fucking loud or has this constant in the mic because they
Or
got
eats
that
his
fan
mic like
behind them.
Scott was on my stream the other day.
Yeah.
All you heard was because he's munching on chips or pretzels. It's like,
We
dude.
caught?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was there. I think that's when I was
Yeah,
there.
Yeah,
yeah.
when we were
What
playing
the
Halo,
fuck,
it was
dude?
horrible.
Bringing Discord to fucking Xbox and PlayStation would be game changing.
Yeah,
it
it's
has
smart
to
It
be
would.
move.
It would definitely.
Honestly, I think that's
That would
probably
better help
why
cross-platform.
Among Us has, because originally it doesn't have an in-game talk feature.
Which is
No, it just
except
has a
for the chat box. So
I mean, well,
Discord
the thing
has
is too.
helped it.
With only having the chat feature, I mean, setting up a whole in-game voice system with only 3 developers is very difficult as it is. I mean,
Mhm.
what
Well,
they've
yeah.
already done with the game is amazing. I think. I mean, it's just simple, it's simplistic, and it's fun. It's more fun
And
with a group of
the
people.
death animations are hilarious.
I know.
Right?
That's from the first time I got killed. I think I got shot in the back of the head. I'm like, what the hell? That was actually really violent.
The huge thing I'm excited for it being ported to consoles means we may actually get controller support on PC, which I know is going to piss a lot of PCs,
There it is.
purists off, but prefer a console or a mouse and keyboard, no matter what I play on.
Nah.
And,
So
and
having a
see-
con-
I
having a
used
controller
to be the same way. I really did. And then like
Jory.
originally when I started playing PC, I was still using a controller.
Oh.
And now I can't go back to it.
Yeah.
Daniel keeps telling me
I have a controller
"Working
sitting right here next to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
It gets used for playing Fall Guys, and that's it.
Yeah.
I keep telling Jordan's going to say it, but I keep telling him because he wants to play Apex on PC. And he's like, I just can't do mouse and keyboard. I'm like, well, plug your
No, that's
controller in.
not the reason. It's in order. The best way to get good at a game like Apex is hot drop. At least that's what one of my favorite streamers.
That's
Otter
any
says.
battle royale.
Yeah,
though.
but the problem with hot drops is if you have no team communication, you might as well just not fucking play.
Yeah.
It's just
Well,
a
it's
waste
cross
of grinding.
platform or cross-play, and I will play on console with you.
Well, then good. Problem is, I had to get rid of it so I can get fucking Warzone so I can stream with you guys.
Oh yeah, there you go.
No, anyway, trying
How's
to
that?
back on subject
Gotta
here
get
again.
yourself a bigger SSD.
I mean,
Oh yeah, dude, I'm gonna upgrade.
now
this
here's
computer
the
from
question about
Texas.
Among Us coming to console though. Well, you think it'll be paid for, like the $5 like it is in
Yes.
Steam now, or will
I
it
think
be
so, yeah.
No, I think it'd probably be 20. It's
20?
sad, but I bet it'd be 20. Yeah,
Why do you think that? Just out of curiosity.
because all the other games that they poured over, like Minecraft, is cheaper on PC and it's $30 on the Xbox. Microsoft. I don't know if it's a Microsoft
No,
thing or
'cause
if it's like a part of their whole
The
development, whatever.
the
but they-
Minecraft Windows 10 version is 20 to $30 on PC as well. And same
Is
with
it?
same
I
with
know
the Java edition.
the original version was only like 15 on PC, and it was still like 25 on console.
for free. Just saying.
Alright, Pop, shut up
What?
first of all.
No, the only reason I got Minecraft Windows 10 for free is because I got it when I got the Java edition like 3-4 years ago, and it gave you Windows 10 for free
See,
with it.
My
That's
my
cool.
Windows 10 version came installed on my PC whenever I first bought it. So
Oh.
You know, I might even.
I didn't even
buy
ask
that.
questions. I'm like, all right, I got Minecraft now for PC.
But
Okay, yeah.
No, I
I'm
don't.
hoping. Well, the thing is, I don't think they would, because you're gonna have a lot of people bitching about that fact because of the fact they will. They're gonna want stuff for free, like the pets and shit for free, if they're gonna have to pay $20 compared to us paying $5. And
Yeah. I think it'll still be like $5 when it comes out on Xbox
Oh.
because I mean
Kid.
Kid.
Jackson out.
Surprise.
Anyways, I think it'll make the gameplay a lot more
Why isn't
consistent,
that
to say the least.
working?
Because like people on mobile, their movements are all
I'll be right back.
jank, you know, and you start
Yep.
feeling
Oh,
sus about it, and then you've got a whole
yeah,
lobby
it's
of
real
10 people,
horrible.
and yeah,
And they're almost a free kill. Like I hate to say it, but you feel like you kill somebody playing on mobile and you feel bad about it.
I don't. I mean, no, seriously, the mobile version is not that hard to play on. I mean,
I tried. I couldn't do it.
the game already feels like kind of like a mobile game anyway. I mean, the little mini games, the tasks are so much easier to do on mobile as it is. I
that's
think-
fair.
Probably be better on
That
like
is
a
true.
tablet. Tablet probably be the
But
good
the
route.
movement, like your character's movement, is harder on the tablet. Like
I
the whole
mean,
touchscreen
with,
and everything.
With
It's
the
just
with
it's
the
wonky.
touchscreen joystick. I mean, yeah, it is a little bit messy, but I mean, at the end of the day, though, too, it's
Toddlers.
not that bad.
Yeah.
So what we're hearing is that
Ad
still
streamers.
it's the all-time cross-platform gamer.
Yeah, basically.
I mean, not
he can do it all.
necessarily. No, okay,
He's
no.
a
What
god
elitist.
among men.
I'm just
Commander
saying. I mean,
Poop
I've
Pepper.
played it on mobile before, and I'm laying in bed. If I just join a random lobby once in a while, I'm like, yeah, fuck it, you know, have a little
It-
fun.
The
have a
control
question
on
for you,
mobile
Simba.
is not
What?
great.
Did you get good at mobile gaming when you put that hoodie on?
No, I was already decent with the game before.
He was already lazy before that.
I've been lazy for about 28 years,
The
bud.
ultimate elitist.
Because that'd be a huge marketing thing. Oh, buy our merch. It makes you 10 times better at video games.
That would-
Being
But-
lazy and
Well,
good at
thanks
video
for
games.
being honest, at least, Simba. I would have said, "Oh yeah," the second I put this on, it's just like from the gods, and it's like all
just suddenly become gods here, pulling a 360 no scopes and
dude,
COD, you
making
know.
making Shroud look like a little dip potato chip. I mean,
Love a little kid watching.
Phil
It's
was
like, I
already
gotta buy the
God.
merch.
Part of the master race.
Yeah, you're right. PC Master Race. It's just kind of funny that 4 out of 5 of us here own a PC that can play games on.
Hey, I can play Among Us.
Barely.
barely.
Tim,
No, actually, Among Us runs smooth.
Tim comes in
I
chat.
just-
Well, if it makes him better at a game, don't
No,
buy the
you
merch.
What's going on with you, Tim? Update freaking COD as well, Tim.
Yes. I will drive to your house and do unspeakable
can
acts
just-
to you while you
I
sleep.
can just go into his room
Whoa.
now and start updating it. I mean, it ain't like it's gonna be that hard. All you guys gotta do is ask. All right, so
Where were we?
next
That was a
topic.
good one there.
Next topic here. Let's try to get a little segue going on here for a
New-
second here.
All right,
Hey.
AMD. I don't know anything
So-
about this, so y'all gonna have to carry me a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna be
need
reading
knowledge
as we
on
go.
this.
All right, bet. A second here. So the new AMD Ryzen processors are, oh god tier. Let's just say that
16 cores and 32 threads. What the fuck?
Dude,
Yeah.
they
God
put
tier until
Intel to
next month.
shame this for their new
Yeah, they
Intel's new
did.
launch. Intel's new launch of the is it 9th gen? I think it is, or 10th gen.
10th gen.
I think it's 10th gen. Yeah, 10th gen.
Yeah.
Their process it puts their new 10th gen processors to shame.
And I don't know price ranges, but it says here it's only $800. To me, that's a good deal.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
and
here's
that's
the thing.
that's the biggest.
Their 4000 series was putting the i9s to shame. And now they just the 5000 series. Intel's not going to be able to catch up.
No, and
They
see,
set the mark, but Ryzen has beaten them for the
mean-
last 3 series they've came out with.
I mean, even the
every
new
time.
Ryzen, even the new AMD graphics card is supposed to be really good.
Oh, it's
Yep.
supposed to be better than the 3090.
And
Yeah,
isn't it
Wow.
a cheaper
just
price
going
point
back
too?
to that, yeah.
I'm not sure about the price point. I don't think they've released what the prices of the graphics cards are going to be yet. I could be wrong,
Okay.
but
Which is funny because like say 3 years ago, 4 years ago, AMD wasn't that good of a name.
No, I mean, the AMD used to be, I actually talked to my dad about this a while back because my dad used to build PCs when I was a little kid. Because he actually built me my first PC. But anyway, I asked him like, what did you always go for when you built, your computers? Was it AMD or was it Intel? My dad told me it was always AMD because AMD was always a cheaper price point. You could overclock if you wanted to, and two, it's just at the time they weren't bad processors at the time, and that was back in late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, they were like the
then
Turtle Beach of the market in a sense. They were the
then
lower entry levels that
then they came out with some of their other series, like the FX series, that I knew wasn't that great, because there was
Oh,
some processors.
No, the FX series we're not going to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, they had that little dull in the market, and then Intel took off with it, with their processors. Then everybody was all Intel, and then they came out with the new Ryzen series, and the Ryzen has just been putting Intel to shame. It's been giving us, to be honest, it's been giving Intel a run for their money. I mean, for me, like when I was buying my first PC, this one here actually, when I first bought it, because I bought it pre-built first, I was looking at what I wanted, and then I got to look at the different specs of everything, kind of learn how what was what when it comes to processors, and I've noticed that AMD is probably the better side for me to go, because I've always heard about overclocking, never really knew what it was, never really dwindled in it. I'm like, okay, well, if all the processors are unlocked, I didn't at the time, I didn't know it, but you need a processor, the proper motherboard with a chipset on it. But I was like, okay, I'm gonna go with Ryzen, because I like the fact that they're cheaper, and they're more, not necessarily user friendly, but I mean they're easier to work with, I guess you could say, in a sense, and cheaper. And so I was like, okay, I'll go with Intel, or not Intel, but AMD, and I went with AMD, and I loved it. And then I upgraded my PC a while back, earlier this year, and I went with the Ryzen. And I mean, I spent after like $200 some bucks for this processor I got now, and it's still a great processor. It'd be good for another 5-6 years. And so I mean, I'm happy with my decisions. I mean, I've actually got overclocked a little bit too. I mean, it's not a big overclock; it's just a minor overclock. But it's I've got it to run into where I like it. It does everything I need it to do right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to upgrade to the 30 series graphics card, but I mean, getting your hands on one of those is nearly impossible right now. Because the moment they get live in a store or anywhere, robots buy them up.
it's like
Yeah.
a new console.
Because I know Fishy here, he works at Best Buy. He's talked to me about that several times. What was it the other day? You guys got a 3080 in, and like not even 5 seconds, it was already gone. Sold.
Yeah, we got one on the truck. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say that. Yeah, I can say this. Basically, I saw on the shipment pallet. It's called a brown pallet. It's not been received yet by the store, so it's basically like FedEx has dropped off, the big stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. It's our shipping company. So I went back and I saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm on my lunch break. I'm not technically at work. I'm gonna buy this. This is awesome.
Yeah.
I wanted the upgrade. I'm at a 2080, but the 3070 is basically a heck of a better price point. I'll get some of my money back for the 2080. And then I went to on the way to the register, from warehouse to register, it wasn't even a 2-minute walk. It had been immediately just ordered. It hadn't even hit the website hardly, and just I mean, the millisecond it hit, it was gone.
Yeah.
So needless to say, another customer disappointed. But yeah, it's a shame.
And I think too, whenever lots more of this.
See, how does that
Go ahead. Oh, you're.
that should be allowed? Like if you're in store and you have it in your hand, someone on the internet should not be able to buy it out from under you.
But see,
I'm sorry, but it should be first serve.
Well, I'm an employee. It looks bad if we have to cancel an order for an employee to buy a card. So if we ever have one and I'm not working that day, then obviously I'm gonna run straight to the store. I actually
run up and grab it real fast.
Yep, we had a 10900K show up too. Whenever I was off one day, and I was like, my coworker, I wanted him to buy it for me so I could get a 10900K because they're super rare as well. It was a return by a customer, and they bought it for 500 retail. Obviously, they're worth about 8, and I was like, cool. Anyway, so I told my coworker to buy it for me, and he couldn't even get it to the register either. It had already been ordered.
Yeah.
Holy
nuts.
shit.
So anything like that if it's a rare on the market, it's done by bots. So something that I need to probably learn about.
And that's one of the
Yeah,
toxic things about this day and age is people got this shit that's just set up so they could buy them like that, and you're like,
And a human verification would be the simplest thing. You just put the little fucking captcha in, you wouldn't have that problem. I don't know why people don't.
Problem is, technology's getting better every fuking day, man. Them captcha things are out
Right
of date.
now, I'm looking at the specs for the new RX 6800s.
Yeah.
And holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Infinity cache is 128 megabytes.
Damn.
Memory types GDDR6. Memory speed is 16 gigabytes per second.
But did you see the GDDR6X from NVIDIA
I mean,
and
my
how
graphics
fast it runs.
my graphics card has a DDR6 in it.
Yeah, but no, GDDR6X is it's like their own invention.
Okay.
It
It's a
actually
proprietary thing.
The one that's
multiplies.
in the 3090.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
fair, yeah.
Yeah.
But I know
Yeah,
I've got the
we covered that
1660
one.
Super, and I love it. So
Memory bandwidth 512 gigabytes per second.
damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's where they're gonna.
3090 is 936 a second.
Is it really?
At least that's what my notes say from when we covered it on podcast 2.
So on the next generation, look out for NVIDIA's next card because they might be able to take advantage of that hard.
The price point alone, though, because with it being AMD, it's going to be lower than Nvidia or
No,
Well, the Nvidia is 1500.
Intel.
The 3090 is 1500.
my only problem with AMD's graphics cards is I know a buddy of mine last year I think it was they threw an update out for their graphics card. It broke his graphics card. Like
Yeah.
we were trying to play Siege for one, and he kept like just kept kicking him out of the game. Like the game would crash all the damn time because the graphics card couldn't run it for some reason. It was an update they just threw out there. So that's what I've kind of more of a
You're gonna
NVIDIA
have
fanboy.
that. I had an update come out and it bricked my 970.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, you have to
Windows-
think. I mean,
last year, Microsoft released an update for Windows 10, I think last October, that blue screened everybody's computer for like a couple
Yeah.
months.
Never blue
Yeah,
screen mine.
it didn't blue screen it. Well, there was a workaround that I had to do, but
So I never had that problem.
I had to basically reset it to an older version because it was being a dick.
Oh, it's okay. Real quick, funny story. Last night? I think it was yesterday. I went to go update my computer and I was updating the chipset and the BIOS because I noticed I had an update for it. I'm like, okay, I'll update the BIOS real quick. Did this thing, you did a flash the BIOS and all that shit, and it started to boot it back up. It was on the splash screen for the boot up, and it just stayed there for like 20 minutes. I'm like,
Ooh.
what do
That's
I
not
do? So I hit the reset button on the computer, and it reset it, and everything was fine. Now I'm like, all right.
yeah. Well, I mean, you have to think about it. A point to be made is that do you remember when the 30 series first came out and they were having issues with the
Yes.
manufacturers not making it to spec, so there's less capacitors?
Mhm.
So they weren't providing enough power. Every manufacturer has a different spec, and a lot of them don't produce the cards up to, the spec that they intended. And so when these updates come out and they force more voltage, or it becomes unstable, and so you run into these issues where it takes time
Fair.
to figure it out because they have their own, they have their own card that they're testing it on, or several partners, I'm sure, but they can't cover the whole list of cards. So you have a lot of cards like even mine has had issues once in a while with the 2080 with the updates.
Yeah.
Being the fact that it's just that they don't plan for all cases, or at least
And-
they can't.
That is fair. I mean, I do get it, but I mean, like I said, it's just I know more about NVIDIA graphics cards than I do
Yep.
Rise or AMD side.
I will say it's a lot easier on yeah, I guess technically Nvidia's side because they've got the whole app where it tells you there's an update, you push run, it goes.
Yeah.
For AMD, I know that you can get the app and it's a little bit more complex. You can also go to their website and download like the drivers through that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an extra step, which for a lot of
Yeah.
my customers, whenever I'm selling cards, it makes it a lot better sell or a lot easier sell to say, hey, your
Well,
graphics, all of your updates.
I've actually got the
Program
app
right now.
pulled up now.
Oh, what are
Oh,
you
yeah.
doing here? Let's see
Well,
what-
I ended up.
When I meant to
Oh, well, that's the wrong screen. There you go.
wrong screen. Sorry.
but no,
No, you got
Yeah,
it.
real
me and
quick,
Bob got the same.
real quick here. I want to tell you.
Yeah,
let's just-
accidental porn.
that would be terrible. Why isn't it loading?
No, it was
Yeah,
just
you and me
a
got the same
constant
thing.
loop of us.
There we go. Yeah, see, I bought a 5700. Before I bought this card, I bought a 5700, and I loved it, but my graphics were just always off because I kept getting crashing issues and all that with my old i7, and they just weren't
Yeah.
pairing well. But
Yeah,
I just
see-
never had a good time with their software. Although personally, I mean, it's a decent software.
One thing I have always done, like every time I do a new graphics card install or update, I always do the custom installation. I always do a clean install so the other update's not on my system, the old driver. Just it's for me personally doing it because I probably don't need to do it, but I do it anyways just because for me it's more I don't know, easier, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Hey Bob,
Yo.
just for sake of asking, so for that software, since you've had it for a while, does it actually give you like a pop-up in Windows and say, "Hey, you have an update ready for your graphics card"?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Here.
Yeah, you can set you can set it to do that.
yeah. But no. Anyway, like I said, the new AMD Ryzen is. I want to get it, but
Sounds like this one will buy whenever I go buy a new PC.
Well, you know what? We're running
I'm
18
telling
months
ya.
financing.
Yeah, I can't get approved for that.
I
Come
might be
up
able to,
to
man.
me if we
Hey,
have
dude,
a
Best Buy
micro
got a
center.
5-star for me, dude, for my computer. So
Did you get a pre-built or?
Yeah.
yeah. Cyber Power.
Oh yeah, love cyber
Yeah,
power.
with the Asus. Me and Daniel got the same monitor. And
I built mine.
Razer Chroma 2 keyboard and shit.
I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us here, or not, except Fishy. Fishy, you're Intel, right, on your processor side?
Yeah, I've got an A700K. I got it on a heck of a deal. But if
Fair.
I had to choose, I'd choose Ryzen. But for 450, I got a whole deal for a whole PC, a monitor, mouse and keyboard, everything
Yeah,
for
that's
450.
nutty what you paid for that.
Dude, I
It's
know.
How did you get
So
that?
freaking ridiculous.
it
Oh,
was
you
a
will,
local
Tim, don't
sale.
worry.
Somebody on Facebook, his friend built it for him, and then he got it for a Christmas gift. And he was like, "Well, I don't really play games, so I just figured I'd put it up on Marketplace." And I was like, "Well,
I
yeah."
paid like 8, I think. It was like the PC was like 650, the monitor was like 170 or something like that.
Well, I'll tell you what, my old parts made for a heck of a Christmas gift for my grandparents. I actually went out there 3 nights ago and set
Yeah,
up
it
the
was
whole
like
thing, did all the
3 or 4
drivers,
nights
that
ago.
fun stuff. So,
That's
and they
cool.
got the same gaming case as me and my dad, so we all have the same PC, just with different specs inside.
Oh, no shit.
But-
That's cool.
It's just crazy. They're going to be using a 6-core, 12-thread processor at 4.4 gigahertz for web browsing, and that is it.
Well, hey, look at the
Click
bright side.
on.
Look at the bright side. You can always go over to your grandparents' house and game if you ever want to.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, a pin 63 gig, it's enough.
I wish somebody would be nice enough and buy me a Christmas present that could do all of that. It's just show
All
up,
right, I
you
get the
know.
hint. Damn, dude, jeez.
I mean, if you need a case,
Start
I've-
looking, dude.
How about you pay for it? I'll build it.
And
Yeah,
that's
I've
already
actually
made, that's
got a
already
case
made
if
as
you want it.
agreement.
I'm broke.
I think I think
Me
it's been about
too.
maybe $200.
Can
on
I
that
can I
stuff.
perform favors and
I do not
favors?
need fellatio from a bearded man, okay?
Yeah, sorry.
I mean, I could
I
shave.
told you this before. I've told you both before, okay?
George over there dying.
Yeah.
You have
I
to
mean, you
admit,
got
I
me
looked
fucking
pretty good in that
dribbling.
fucking dress earlier.
No, but
I'll
seriously, if you
Doritos.
need like a start, that case that computer came in, I still have it, and it has a power supply with it, and I don't need it, and it's not worth anything hardly. So if you want a case and a power supply, I mean,
That's your start right there.
it's a Sparkle power supply.
What's the wattage?
Sparkle
That's what I'm
Power.
asking.
I think it's 600 watt.
That'd be
That
plenty.
wouldn't do me any good.
So,
I've got
yeah.
a 750 in here.
Same.
is that not enough power for you?
Oh no, it is. It's just
He's an
I could
elitist.
do more. I could
Oh.
always do more because I want to. I'm wanting to put a bigger graphics card in here, and
Bob,
I worry.
Just run dual graphics card, or just run dual power supplies.
Well,
There
I'll tell
you
you what,
go.
Bob.
You did that?
No.
If this turns you off a little bit, the 1000
Well-
watts are the highest failure rate of basically any power supply because they're just, and I don't know, I can't
Actually,
test it.
this power supply that I have in here right now is like 7 years old.
What'd you get?
It's I don't know what it was or what it is exactly. Yeah,
Well,
my fiance had a PC before we got together, and that's the only part that I needed to take from her old PC to get this
I
one.
mean, to be like I know I call my little brother. His PC he has inherited from his older brother that was my best friend that passed away. He built that thing like 10 years ago now, and it was just about 2-3 months ago. He called me. He's like, "Dude, I've got a question." I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "I suddenly smell a burning smell coming from my computer. The computer
Oh,
just shut
no.
off. It just shut off." I'm
Yup.
like, what happened?" I was like, "I don't know. It just shut off." I'm like, "It's probably your power supply just failed." I'm like, he's like, "I think so." I walked him through, told him what to buy. He went and bought it, and I helped him hook it up over phone because he's Kansas City. He's like 3 hours away.
Talking about Vile.
Yeah, he's like 3 or 4 hours away, and I know that PC is at least 10 years old because the hard drive in it that my buddy Michael put in there is still a Molex connection hard drive for power.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
old.
Yeah.
So he was like, "How do
Wow.
I?" He's like, "How do what cable do you use for the power supply for the
How
hard
is
drive?"
he able to game still on there?
If things runs like a damn top, dude. Michael built a
Damn.
pretty beefy PC back. He spent over $2,000 on it when he built it.
Damn.
So I mean, and only two things he's to put in that computer now is power supply and a new graphics card. That's it.
I need
The
to get
only
a better
thing I
PC.
need now, I think, to really get this running a lot better, I need to get a fan splitter,
Yeah,
and I'm wanting to get an NVMe.
I'm wanting to
drive.
get myself
Yeah.
one of those fan controllers so I can actually control my fans and stuff.
Oh, I've got one of those. It's just
Yeah, I don't have it.
it came with my PC actually, or with my case.
My fans are all one speed, and they'll hook up to the power supply through Molex to a fan splitter, and it's ridiculous.
But also there's the fact that uh, the power supply is not modular, so
So it's all okay. I
what
got you.
wires are came in it or in it. I can't do
Just
anything.
cut them off. Just cut them off, Bob. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Be done.
Tape off the ends.
Yeah.
Last thing I need is to set my house on fire. Okay.
Anyway,
We'll do that.
let's start wrapping this
Well-
up, boys. Let's get some final topics in here. Let's start wrapping this up here.
Yeah, Bob's
Any
gonna
final-
leave in like 3 minutes.
Yeah, any final thoughts on anybody else's end, or
I would just say, like, for my build, the last thing I'm getting is on Black Friday. It's gonna be an NVMe. The
Okay.
terabyte is gonna be $100 for an NVMe from SanDisk. So I'm gonna buy that for myself and then give my grandparents the SSDs I have in my system
what's
now.
the speed on it? Do you know?
It's I think it's 560. Well, no, because that's actually M.2. I think it's. Hang on, let me pull it up. That'll be quick.
why are you doing that? Anybody else got anything else they want to say for the final time, or?
You're awesome.
Twitch.tv
Movies,
/ Anonymous one.
Wow.
Twitch.tv
Shameless
/ Ghostface GH057FACE. I stream every
No one's
day.
gonna remember that.
I know.
Hi, I'm Jory.
I'm Jory.
The
Oh,
music
that
guy over
reminds
here.
me, Jory. I need to get you that soundbite. I've
Oh,
got
yeah,
it
yeah,
recorded.
yeah.
I'll send it over.
It looks
Sweet.
like
I've also got that
Video?
game. Yeah,
Oh, I watched it back on your stream, dude. It was amazing.
yeah. You coming in after was it Skillet that dropped
Yeah.
and clutched that game up was pretty dope.
Oh
did
yeah,
you
that
find
one
it?
night. Yeah, I forgot. Oh, I walked away for a little bit. And next thing I know,
You're like a BAFK. I was sitting here eating food, and then
Right.
Bob was like, "Oh,
Yeah,
well,
from
Skillet just
Ragnarok.
got kicked," and he's like, "Well, I'm gonna go ahead and quit. We're down," and I joined the game and we won. Was it like
So-
what, 04, 05 and come back?
Yeah,
Thanks
It's,
for picking the
uh,
slack there, bud.
2400.
Thanks
It's
for picking the slack
read
there, bud.
and then 1950 megabyte write speeds. So about
Nice.
2 gig a second.
nice. Yeah, it NVMe is where it's at. It load speeds are just nutty with it.
And
Yeah.
so, what are those for someone who
An
doesn't know?
NVMe is basically a hard drive, except for it looks like it's a memory stick that goes into the motherboard.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like if you took you imagine if you took a flash drive apart, that little the little
Yeah.
piece that's inside, that's what you're gonna put on the motherboard. They're super freaking cool. It's just like an SSD, but basically it just keeps your storage, all of your files automatically saved. The minute it's supplied power, all of your stuff is readily available. Like Windows, immediate.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, and good luck getting into your BIOS. With
Oh,
it.
absolutely. Gosh.
You just have to jam that freaking
Yeah.
F2
So
button.
real quick, I shouted you guys all out of my chat for your Twitch streams. So
Well, thank you, thank you,
not a problem.
Thank you much.
Thank
So
you.
generous.
thank you,
What?
thank you,
So generous.
Thank you.
I gotta spread the love a little bit here, bud.
thank you.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thank you.
but no, I said, yeah. Final thoughts. I don't know what else to say. You just go by, join the Discord if you guys like. I got my Discord link in there. and the Lazy Boys Discord. To get to Bob's, like I haven't added Bob's yet. I apologize, Bob. But to get to his, go to one of our Discords and you go to Community tab. You see Bob Anonymous or Anonymous Nation. It's his Discord title, so join up on his as well.
And we're gonna get on a
You'll
better
see a
schedule,
guy
guys.
with a green hat.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna
so
get a better schedule. We won't have any more missed weeks, any more
yeah,
delays or
last week,
anything.
I want to
We
apologize
should.
for last week, guys. We were gonna do it live, but we had some stuff happen. Some people just, didn't had some medical issues, I guess you could say, more than less. But I mean, it is what
Yeah,
it is.
I ended up coming down with migraine at like
And
4 o'clock that day, and it
I guess that's completely
lasted.
fine. It would have just been me and Ghostface here, which I think he's frozen now. I think
It
it's
looks
like
like
oh,
No,
yeah,
I'm here.
he's
Welcome
He's
back.
But no,
He's
it
back.
was just me and Ghostface. I'm like, let's just call it for the night.
Yeah, I drove all the way out to his house to do it in person, and then
you
we
know
called
what
it
though?
off.
We had a hell of a good night that night.
Oh, we did. We had fun. You'll know when you're older.
Yeah. But no, it was a good time. Next week we're trying to do it every Sunday at 6 o'clock now. So keep
Sunday at
tuned in
6?
there. Sunday at 6.
Yeah, that
And-
definitely works for me.
The podcast will be changing in a couple weeks or so to a different channel. I will tell you that now.
Yes.
We'll be getting a Lazy Boys Twitch, so look out for that. Well, if you follow our Discords, you'll
Yeah.
be notified in there. Other than that, I don't have anything else to say. Anybody else got anything else to say?
We
Just
love
good
you
to hear.
guys.
Yeah, it's been
Thank
absolutely
you
great.
thank you for the support.
Yeah.
Thank you,
I'd
Fishy,
like to-
for coming
I'd
in.
say- I'd like to thank
Yes,
Yes,
Fishy
thank you.
again
Thank
for
you. It
I
was
wanna-
nice to have.
coming in jibberjan with us.
I want to throw some more plugs out there real quick. Bob's got merch on his side of stuff for Bob Anonymous Nation or Anonymous Nation merch. We've got merch for Lazy Boys in our Discord, and I got merch for my own self too. You guys can find the link below. So if you guys want to order something, go feel free. I mean, I've got shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs right now, and it's just a
Yeah,
small
Lazy
store.
has shirts and hoodies. They are limited though. It is a
And-
special founders run.
I know Bob here's got more, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
It all
But-
goes
I've
to
been
help
at it a
supporting-
while, okay?
I know. Hey, to be fair, I've been streaming for about a year, just not constantly.
Yeah, and we're
But-
gonna get him on more of a consistent schedule. He's been
I'm-
streaming every other night with me at least. So,
Hey,
and we're
I've been
getting
trying to
him.
get better about it. I got
You
my
have
demons
been.
I'm working on.
I'm,
But
I stream every day after work.
Discipline.
yeah, he streams.
but
Ghostface here streams every day on his new internet that actually handle it.
yeah,
Right? New internet, new me.
Except for your
But,
computer. Shit.
I'm I'm gonna head out, boys.
Alright,
later,
you guys
Bob.
have a good night. As always, till next time.
Hey,
All right,
dude,
man.
stay lazy,
Energy
bro.
up.
What an exit! What an exit! That's it.
Yeah, I
That
can't wait
takes
to
the
get that sound bite and start working on that. On that music. It's gonna be great.
All right, guys.
Ah,
Well, we're gonna sign off here.
we love you.
Yeah, kinda. I'm just kidding. I love you guys all. I love you all. But
I
anyway,
guess for a closing statement, good luck trying to find Xbox One tomorrow, one of the new ones.
crap.
What is
That's my
it,
bad.
Series X?
Series
Anyways.
X comes out Tuesday. I'm gonna try
Yeah.
really hard.
Good luck finding one of those. We got a couple hundred in our store, and they are all pre-ordered. So, you know what it is, but good luck, guys.
all right,
And, yeah.
guys. Well, thank you all for watching. You'll have a great day. Tune in next
Yeah,
week for the
stay
next
lazy.
podcast.
Peace.
Stay lazy. I like that. All right, you guys have a good night.